All right, Housewives fans, get ready. After 13 seasons of drama in the Big Apple with a rotating lineup of leading ladies, the franchise is coming back this weekend. Brand new cast of stylish and successful women.
Yeah, and we've got two of them right here. Former J. Crew president and entrepreneur Jenna Lyons and fashion influencer Sai De Silva. And hot off the press, a new season means new taglines. Take a look.
My lashes may be fake, but I definitely keep it real.
In New York, there's a lot of bad apples, but I'm the baddest of the bunch.
Oh! You came up with some doozies, ladies.
Wait, how did y'all come up with your taglines?
I mean, I think both of us did the same thing. We reached out to everyone who follows us and said help, because I was completely stumped.
Yeah.
The number of people who wrote in, it was kind of...
Was it close when you were picking yours?
It was, well, I really wanted one that talked about lashes. It's important for me with my business. And, you know, I think that there were some of the ones that people sent in were
hilarious.
Yeah, things I would never say.
Oh.
But it was fun.
There was a lot of good
about you,
ones.
Sai?
Yeah, I did the same thing. I just reached out to my followers, and there were hundreds to choose from.
It was overwhelming.
It's such a brilliant idea.
Yeah. You guys have shot already, right? So you've shot your season. First of all, I'm going to ask you the first question. Are you still friends? Let's begin there.
Yes, we are still
You are
friends.
still friends?
Surprising.
We didn't actually have, like, I think out of anyone, we didn't actually cross as much as some of the other girls did.
Cross meaning, like, fight.
Let's get into
Confront.
it. Were you there
Yeah.
were no nails, there was no biting and scratching.
There was no
but
tension,
there was definitely,
really.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a lot of tension. I think I probably poked her a little bit, but other than that...
Is that your personality? Like, because I was thinking about what that may be like, because you need conflict, you know, for stories, but did that come naturally to you?
I think I'm just nosy and just it was like all in Jenna's business, basically. So I wanted her to open up to me a little bit more. So that's
Was
how
that
happened.
and what I think, you know, I know you a little. I've known you for a long time. And I mean, even the New York Times wrote an article and they were like shocked that you would do this.
Yeah.
I think because you aren't somebody that, in my opinion, that wants to fight, you know?
I think there's a couple of things. First of all, I think that everything that we talked about when we signed on to do this was that they were looking to actually do something slightly different. So this was not about mirroring what had already been done.
Yeah.
This was about trying to show a different part of New York and show women who brought something different to the table. So this is not about, like, copying or carbon copying what has already been done.
Yeah.
And so, and it's also like we're getting to know each other even more deeply. We knew each other. I used to see Sai at shows all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something about this that felt like we were trying to create something new.
I like that.
I do too. Sai, what did you get from the show?
You know, I think I got 5 new best friends. I didn't even know I was looking for best friends, and here they are. But I think for me, I'm also someone who just go, and I don't really share a lot of emotion.
Oh, that's
and then,
interesting.
So spending time with 5 other women, I think I had to open up a little bit more.
Was that hard?
That was very hard for me. I'm not a very vulnerable person or individual, but
And
yeah,
that was the same with you.
As soon as it started to peel away, I was like, "Who are you?"
I know. I had my moment.
But I think there's something about that, because I think a lot of people put all their stuff out for the world to see, and there's something that makes you lean into somebody who's saying, not so fast.
Yeah.
How did you decide, Sai, who to let in and who, in your family, in your circle, who would appear on the show and who wouldn't?
I think it was a choice by the whole family. First of all, my daughter is using me, basically. She's like, do you think this is going to catapult my acting career? I was like, I had no idea that you have an acting career, but sure. You know? And
what about your husband? Because you have chosen not to show him on social media before.
Yeah, this is going to be a big deal. Everyone's going to see him.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's okay with that?
He's okay with it. It's going to be great. But you know what? He's not on social media.
Okay.
So he has no idea what people are saying, what anyone is discussing. You know, he's just showing his face. He's showing support for his wife. And, you know, that's it.
It's, you know, it's interesting because as we talked about sort of the history of the franchise, it has in history broken up relationships. I mean, we just saw that Kyle Richards and her husband are possibly divorcing. Did that worry you?
I mean, I think, listen, there's no question we're taking a risk. Like, we're putting ourselves in unusual situations and with a lot of scrutiny and a lot of people who have an opinion about what we're doing. So, yeah, there's obviously a risk. But I think foundationally, like, I have seen Sai and her husband, and, like, there's such a strong foundation. And I've been all over the place on the show. I'm not as at risk. But I think, you know, we all, like, went into it eyes wide open. And I think, you know, there is some fear, obviously, like, what people are going to say. People are I've had some doozies already. I'm going to do a collection of like best and worst comments because, man,
I think that's going to be fun.
people have some interesting.
Do you guys have? Yeah, you must have like a thick skin.
I was going to say, don't read it.
Well, I think one of the things that I found is if you actually read some of the best and the worst and you pair them together, you realize like these people don't know you.
Yeah, totally.
So they don't. The person who says you're amazing, I'm really not that great, and the person who says I'm really not that much.
Yeah.
There is, they don't know us yet, and I think it's like hopefully they'll get to know us a little bit more.
Yeah, it's like trying to find the people that do know you. Yeah. Like that's what's most important, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've cultivated an audience of people who have gotten to know me over the years, YouTube videos, etc. So, like, that's my core audience, and they know me. I feel like I have a little beehive almost.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll attack the bad comments, and I can sit back and just relax.
Yeah, you do. All right, you guys are going to stick around, okay? Because you're going to share a few of your favorite fashion trends, things you guys cannot live without. All right, we'll see you right after the break.
Okay, long before they became Real Housewives, Jenna Lyons and Sai De Silva were style stars. Jenna is the former president and executive creative director of J. Crew, and Sai is a successful fashion influencer.
Now they are going to share with us their style essentials for this summer.
Good.
We're oohing and awing over these tables.
I know, and they're kind of similar. Y'all have a vibe.
You do have a vibe. Let's start with Sai's cool shades. What do you have, Sai?
You know how much I love sunglasses. I feel like every time I'm here, I always have to have a pair of sunglasses.
Okay.
Now, these are a twofer because you're going to get two for the price of one.
Okay.
They're very chic. They are a round. You can either get them in black or a tortoise shell, but let me try them on for you.
They're Barbie core.
Wait, look at Sai.
Are they giving you instant?
Wait, look at, you know what?
Luxurious. I feel good. I feel great. Who's that girl? No paparazzi. Like you're.
By the way, those are cool on
right?
you.
I know. I think you need the tortoise
Your
shell.
styling is
But
awesome.
can any face shape wear those?
You'll tell me right now.
I need you to
I
try
think
them
mine
on
is too
so
large.
You can check them out.
I'm pretty sure my face is too round.
If you buy one, you get two, so then you can share them.
I think those are cool on you. Do you like them on Hoda?
I think they look great.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
Jenna, try.
I think my face is too large, but
No,
we'll
it's
see.
not.
See?
No,
they look good. Look over here.
look really good. They
You
look
look good.
really
No,
good.
you look cute.
No,
Yeah, you
no,
do.
we don't have to tell. We tell the truth.
No, that
Don't
was the
fight
truth.
it.
You actually, no,
They're too
stop talking
small.
about your face.
Okay.
Promise me those look really
Okay,
great.
now tell us about this bag.
Okay, so the bag looks very luxurious
Cute.
for a fraction of the price. Now, this is something that you can wear in the day. It is summertime, so we can dress this up. We can dress this down, possibly a blazer, a pair of jeans.
It looks nice with what you're wearing.
It is a really gorgeous bag, but if you go ahead and you look inside, there is a zipper, so you kind of really don't know what you're getting.
No, I know.
You're like, wait a minute.
What's happening?
But it is a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Right.
Okay, and what about these sort of 90s slides?
Let's bring back the
mule.
90s.
Oh.
Do you remember the slinkies
Yes.
from Steve Madden where you can hear someone coming a mile away? Click, click, click. Well, they're back.
Those are cool. Steve Madden makes great shoes.
Even my daughter is raving about these.
Oh, wow.
So these are fantastic and a great price.
Jenna,
Okay, Jenna, what do you have?
My turn. Okay,
Yes.
well, one of my favorite things for summer is hoops, and you
Yes.
are supporting, and so is Sai.
Yes.
They're supporting. I wear hoops all summer long. These are some of my favorites. This is one of the Jennifer Fisher ones that I love. It hangs
love
really
those.
long. A really big one you have to have. These are great.
Look at
little
the tiny,
huggies.
and they're so light. Yeah, they're light.
I know.
Look how
this
light that
goes
is.
in my packing list anytime I'm going on a trip. This is, thanks, Hoda.
Sorry.
We want to try this shape on her because we think it'd be
you
good.
can totally wear it, and I think it's nice if you have a longer neck and you want them to really show with your hair. If your hair's long, they're great.
And that's a cool top.
Okay, so this is kind of a fun thing. So I wore this to BravoCon, and everyone asked
Wait,
me.
do we have the picture?
Where
hope
I
so.
got it. I don't know. There I am. Look, it's under my jacket. I don't know if you can see.
So it's just a little bit of mesh underneath,
It's
right?
just, I just wear it under a blazer, but there it is again. This thing.
How pretty.
I have
So
worn
wait.
this. It's $26.
What do you wear under it?
Nothing.
Well, I wear nothing, but a lot of people wear it. You can wear a bra, but it's basically I wear.
Couldn't you wear like a black bandeau or
Totally.
something?
You can wear anything. You can wear it
so
under a
shimmery
blazer.
and
You can also
beautiful.
wear it over, like it looks kind of great over white. So you could wear it over a tee. It's great over a bathing suit.
I love it.
I know it seems a little bit like not the most expected thing, but I'm into it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Look.
If I wore
That's
that
cute.
with nothing under on the show,
Even the
people
dress,
might
though.
be shocked.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's not exactly with the look we're going. Okay,
Hold on.
sorry.
Okay.
Okay, there
No,
we
it's
go.
okay. Diamonds
We're just gonna
might
leave
just
it.
hold
Just gonna
it.
leave
Just
it.
leave it. Let it hang.
Just tuck it in.
Okay, show us these cool Tevas. These
Okay,
new Tevas were back.
Okay, so they're back, and if you've seen Kendall Jenner, these are mine, which you can actually see. So Tevas are back, and I mean, it's kind of the same thing that Sai's doing over there. This
Yeah.
clunkier, heavier shoe is looking good again, and This is one of the Teva ones that I own. They're a little bit heavier. You can see some of these here. They come in all different colors, in white and in khaki. But if you look at them like Kendall Jenner's wearing them, Gigi Hadid. And I know it seems like I did not. I like revolted when these first came out. I was like, absolutely not. And now I'm in. Like,
how long did that take you to get back in?
A really long time. A really, really long time. I'm like, not a very willing participant.
I mean, did you ever think that this would work as a little...
So she.
I think so. Can they hear you? Yeah.
It's almost a bag.
All right, guys. By the way, season 14 of The Real Housewives of New York City premieres this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern on our sister network, Bravo.
Thank you, lovely ladies.